Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. If you're a member of Generation X like me, odds are you remember running home from school to catch a rerun of the Brady Bunch on TBS because we didn't see it in its original run. Or maybe you remember seeing E.T. the Extraterrestrial on the big screen, and you probably saved your allowance to buy Tiger Beat or Bop, thank you, just to get the pictures of the New Kids on the Block or Ralph Macchio. The Pop Culture Preservation Society is all about remembering and celebrating moments from the Gen X youth. Give it up for the hosts of the podcast, Kristen, Carolyn, and Michelle, everybody.
Hi, Jason.
Hello.
How are you? You're so excited.
You're so sweet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello.
Hi.
Oh. First of all, let me compliment you. What a great idea for a podcast.
Oh,
I mean,
my gosh.
seriously. Anytime we talk about anything from Generation X, I go, oh, this is going to resonate, because I don't mean to play. I'm not biased or anything, but I think we grew up in a really great era of entertainment. We really did. Don't you think?
It's so vastly different from what is happening today.
Vastly different.
Yeah. Also, think about it. It's Generation X, but it's the Big Wheel generation, Star Wars generation, Free to Be You and Me generation, Little House on the Prairie generation, Pac-Man generation. Yeah. We could go on and on and on.
You forgot the most important.
Dallas generation.
There we go. Yeah.
Last week we talked about it on the show.
Okay, let's start. Let me start there, because for our new viewers in Austin or in Detroit, we're new too. Nothing means more to me. Well, I love my family.
Nothing?
And then my dogs, and then Dallas and Knott's Landing. I mean, yeah.
It's true.
Vodka soda's in there somewhere too, but you guys did a whole episode on Primetime Soaps. All of you, pipe in, explain it to the young folks or people that missed it, how big Primetime Soaps were in the 80s.
It was appointment TV, and we talk about this in our episode. 9 o'clock on Thursday night was when my entire family, all of the Nilsons, sat down together in front of our one TV to watch Knott's Landing. Knott's Landing, those people were our neighbors.
Yes.
They were our neighbors.
Crazy poor Val was our neighbor. Yes. And the people laughing are my age. That's right. Yeah. They know who poor Val is. Yeah. Right. And then Dallas, I remember my mom and my dad would go, here they are, and there's Dynasty to the right, which was ABC's answer to Dallas, and then Who Shot JR is to the left. I remember Dallas aired on Friday nights, and it beat the trend. Now Friday night is where they put shows that they don't have any faith in. Yeah. People would not go out on dates before Dallas was over.
We
I was
also
certain
talk
that
about
I wanted them to cancel school that day. Because I thought, what are we going to do on that? We all know we're going home today to find out who shot JR. I don't think we should be in social studies right now.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Right?
I was 8 years old watching Dallas every week with my mom, and that was okay.
It was like,
yes, of course you're watching Dallas with me. And it wasn't shocking or too much for me. I loved it.
Oh, I have a little diary that I should bring in, and I wrote not about my life, not about my dad, not about my grandma. It's a plot rundown of Dallas, of like, well, today Pam got kidnapped, and I'm like, okay. Connected but also separate, another big movie in the 80s, and you all will clap if you remember, Blue Lagoon, and with Brooke Shields,
Yes. My favorite, I was obsessed.
You guys are buddy now with Christopher Atkins.
We are.
Like this.
He calls us Charlie's Angels.
Look at that. I met him in April, and I thought to myself, he still looks great.
He looks amazing.
And the nicest guy, Jason.
Very boyish.
Yes.
And I remember when we met him, there was a situation that happened that I was like, I'm going to go save Christopher Atkins. And I went in and I pretended there was a big problem. Christopher, come with me quickly. And he walks out with me. He puts his arm around me and he's like, oh my God, thank you so much. And I was thinking as I'm walking, Christopher Atkins is like my prom date.
Yeah.
He's holding me like his prom date. And it was just this moment where I had to like ground myself and be like, take it
Yeah,
all
he
in.
was on the, we did an episode with him because we were able, about a year and a half, coming up on 2 years ago, we were able to MC a 70s teen idol event in Los Angeles. I sat right next to, wait for it, Christy McNichol.
Christy McNichol. She was all, yeah, I know.
She was our girl crush.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, Jason, she is the nicest, most humble person you've ever met. But anyway, Christopher Atkins was there, and we had talked to him maybe a month before. And when he saw us, it was like seeing old friends. So that's one thing that's so great. These stars that we idolized, we are discovering they're people just like us.
Yeah.
But they're so sweet and nice and grateful for what we gave them.
When I met Christopher Atkins, and I want to hear about Little House, and then we'll take a break. I met Christopher Atkins, and like every kid in the 80s, you had a crush on him. And I went up to him, and I looked at him, and I think I scared him a little bit because I go, "Hi, you were kind of like a rubber stamp on my homosexuality."
Yes!
That's important. Yes. Do you have questions?
I mean,
question answer.
I didn't need anybody else to tell me. I didn't need a therapist. I didn't need, it was like, oh, Blue Lagoon. Oh, Christopher Atkins in a Speedo on Dallas. Gay. You know what I mean? Okay, we got to talk about Little House on the Prairie. One of these ladies called a network to complain about something, which makes me love them because I did it too, and it's embarrassing. More with the Pop Culture Preservation Society when we come back. He did. He looked at me like, oh my God, but he was very nice about it.
Well, all I hear all day long at school is how great Marcia is at this or how wonderful Marcia did that. Marcia, Marcia, Marcia.
I know, Jan. I know. Who can forget that iconic scene from the Brady Bunch? I'm joined again by the three hosts of Pop Culture Preservation Society, the podcast. Find it wherever you get your podcast. It was one of those things where I said it, I missed it in its original run, but it was, and I think now every generation kind of has a Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah.
We had Brady Bunch, then Full House was the next generation's. What was it about that show?
Well, every day helps.
I mean, yeah.
Every day for your entire childhood.
Right,
every
because we
single day.
also watched it in syndication.
Yeah.
And they were our brothers and sisters.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, we're looking at pictures. Did you guys go to the Brady house?
Yes.
Just
we did.
September, just a few months ago, we did.
It was, I don't know if any of you watched, but HGTV a few years ago remodeled the interior of that house to be exactly like the Brady Bunch house.
How could you not?
And we were so fortunate to be able to visit it, and it is amazing.
Meticulous.
It is meticulous. It is curated down to the smallest items from different episodes. It's wonderful. And we crossed that threshold, and I was 59 and 10 at the exact same moment. It's like those two people came together, and it was so special. And it was like walking into an episode of the show. I mean, you expected, Greg to come out in his orange hair, or, Marcia with her nose.
Jerry Seinfeld had a great line in a documentary about Johnny Carson. He said, when you're on that show, it's like opening up your TV and stepping in.
That's
so I would imagine
exactly
that's
what it
like
was
what it was like stepping in.
It was overwhelming.
Yeah.
But it's
There was a lot of
also, it
emotion.
was, we did a wrap-up episode after we got back from California on the podcast, and we talked about that, like, there's a handful of houses really well. I moved around a ton as a child, so maybe it's the house I lived in the most or whatever. But for me, the safest place to land is that Brady Bunch house.
Yes.
And so to be able to walk in, it was really emotional.
Yeah.
Truly.
You know that house
And it wasn't-
better than any other house.
I knew it better than my house.
That's
yeah.
what we said.
And
It
we
was
had
a
to keep
constant.
remembering that wasn't the set. Like, they didn't really live there, but every time we'd think that, we'd all go, no, shh, shh, shh. They did, they did, they totally did.
Other than our taste in entertainment, Carolyn, you and I have something in common. I'll tell my guest first. You wrote a strongly worded email.
What was a letter?
An email back. A letter.
Yeah, a real letter with paper and pencil.
To CBS?
To CBS. Because,
Why?
Well, word on the street was that the Waltons might be getting canceled. And that was not good news for me. And so my mom was like, well, write to CBS and tell them that they shouldn't cancel the Waltons. And so, lo and behold, you have me to thank for the fact that the Waltons did not get canceled.
Probably lasted another season or two.
Yeah.
That's my dad's favorite show right
In
now.
the late
Yeah.
70s, yeah.
I-
Everyone that was still the real John Boy.
Yeah, not the real,
Thomas.
not the-
yeah,
yeah.
not the
Yeah.
fake. The one.
I embarrassingly, I'll keep this short. Oh God. The season finale of Dallas was always a very big deal. It was a cliffhanger, and they interrupted it. CBS News interrupted it for the Tiananmen Square. And they cut off half of the season finale, and I called them.
Good for you.
I found the number, and I was like, "Excuse me, this was the finale." And I go, "I get this is a history-making thing, but could you have waited until Falcon Crest came on?" Like, no joke. They put the scenes they cut. They ran them the next week before a horrible Tom Selleck movie. Yeah.
Because of you.
Because of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really quick. Oh, we have 30. Okay, 30 seconds.
Oh,
Take it. Little House on the Prairie.
Okay, our very first interview we ever did, we're brand new podcasters, and we just stick our necks out, and we're like, what if we called Ma Ingalls and asked her to be on the podcast? And she said yes, and we all thought we were going to throw up. We were just like,
We were sniffing lavender. It truly was. But
'Cause she's our
before we
mother.
had candles lit, we were so. It was Ma Ingalls.
She's
It's-
not
Carrie
everybody's
Grassley.
mother.
Everybody's mother.
Yes.
She was lovely.
then it gets better.
Lovely. And then Melissa Gilbert. Yeah.
And Melissa Gilbert, that was a picture there.
Twice. We have twice. She's been on. Now we're very friendly with her. We can send her a DM, and she's like, hey, because she's so nice.
She's
and
so real.
So real. And yeah, we have to pinch ourselves a lot
Yeah.
that this has happened. Yeah.
You can listen to the Pop Culture Preservation Society right now, but they're sticking around because we're going to have, and Fallon's going to host this because she's younger than all of us, a Gen X pop culture quiz when we come back. Back in a moment. She knew none of the answers. She did.
Let's make it a good day.
The Pop Culture Preservation Society podcast. Fallon joins us now, and it's time to see who really does know the most about Gen X pop culture. Leo, it's game time. Let's do this, everybody. So here's how it's going to work. Fallon is going to read a series of pop culture trivia questions for Gen X, and I'll be competing. It'll be 1 against 3. So, Fallon, Wink Martindale, take it away.
Okay, these are multiple choice, but you can chime in anytime. You'll chime in with your clapper, so beloved by our viewers. Question number 1, what was the name of the fictional bakery on the TV show Facts of Life?
Oh,
He doesn't even need multiple choice, apparently. Okay. Do you want to answer or do you want me to give you multiple
I don't
choice?
need a multiple. It's Edna's Edibles. B.
Yes,
Yes.
It has different meanings today.
And then it turned into over our heads, the gift shop. That's right.
I
yeah.
love that.
I was out there.
Okay. No follow-up on that one, but
Okay.
thank you. Question 2, which Brat Pack movie is the first movie to get a PG-13 rating? A, Young Guns, B, St. Elmo's Fire, C, Pretty in Pink, or D, Red Dawn? I'm gonna go with you. Pretty in Pink.
You can't ask us.
Yeah, you guys are working together. Yeah.
Pretty in pink. Pretty in pink.
Not Pretty in Pink.
What are my choices again?
You have Young Guns, St. Elmo's Fire, or Red Dawn.
Young Guns.
Incorrect.
I was thinking St. Elmo's Fire.
Incorrect. Well, the final one, Red Dawn, is the correct answer.
Really?
No, because
Oh, we got to, BB, check that
That's
research
true.
on that one. Yeah, okay.
Okay, now it's time for a big conversation about what is a Brat Pack movie. We could go down that rabbit hole.
That's true.
That's a whole other
Yeah, great
episode.
episode.
Yeah.
That's an episode.
We did one. Yeah. Okay.
Question number 3, where did the first season of MTV's The Real World take place?
this is a little later.
That's
A,
late for
Los
us.
Angeles, B, New York City, C, Philadelphia, or D, San Francisco? Yes.
San Francisco.
Not San Francisco. Jason?
New York.
Yes.
That's late. Wait, what's
right.
the year on that?
I do not know the year. Jeff, you know the year?
1992. Year we graduated, yeah.
We're
you're a
too
little
old
younger
for that.
Yeah, 92, yeah.
Which brand dropped its ad campaign with Madonna following the uproar over her? I think actually Jason might have gotten
Yeah,
that
I
one.
Fallon, that would be Pepsi.
That's
The choice for a new generation.
That is
That's
correct.
right.
That is correct. It was after the uproar
job.
over her Like a Prayer video.
Ooh, remember that?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
everybody was mad at Madonna except us. Everybody. The church, the Pope. I mean, yeah.
All right, what's the name of the rapping cat from Paula Abdul's Opposites Attract?
I know.
Well, just do
No, when she says it. I'll do
okay.
it when she says it.
You want to wait?
Yeah,
Or you
I
wanna
wanna
guess?
wait. I know-
Okay.
I know it.
A, MC Scat Cat. B, Sylvester. Yes.
MC Scat.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yes. Which music star won the Best New Artist Grammy in 1985?
Oh, darn it.
Madonna, Cyndi Lauper, Sheila E., or the Judds?
We just did an episode.
Yes?
Sheila E.
Not Sheila E.
What are my choices
no,
again?
it's-
Madonna,
It's
Cyndi
not
Lauper,
Madonna.
or
So
the
it's-
Judds?
so it's the
Cindy Lauper.
That's correct.
That's right.
Wait, Andy,
that, Megan.
Madonna's never, she wasn't even nominated. That was a
Yeah.
big controversy.
Yes.
she
Okay.
didn't even get to go
What?
to
Oh,
a
Yeah.
because okay, we know why.
Yeah.
We know why.
What's the
Because of
name
the
of the
broadcast.
clear malt liquor created by Coors Light in '93? Yes.
Zima.
Is Zima. Did it have a comeback recently?
Zima was so
Briefly?
disgusting.
It is bad.
But it
Yeah.
It was
Pretty.
so gross.
It
But
was
back in the
pretty.
day, it was that or Boone's Farm. I mean,
Yeah.
you had your choice.
On Beverly Hills 90210, where are
This is
Brandon
great
and
for
Brenda
us.
Walsh from? Jason.
That would be our home state of Minnesota.
That is correct.
That's right.
All right, one final question.
gosh.
Which supermodel was the original host of MTV's House of Style? Naomi Campbell, Linda Evangelista, Cindy Crawford, or Christy Turlington?
Naomi.
Jason?
Cindy Crawford.
That's correct.
That's
Was
right.
she the first one? Jason. Jason. Good job.
Again, I have no marketable skills, but I can answer questions like that.
Yay, me!
I mean, that's it. That's all I have.
They're not on anymore.
Right, exactly.
I know.
Give it up to Kristen, Carolyn,
You
and
guys are
Michelle.
great.
Download and listen to the podcast right there, poppreservationist.com. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. That was fun. Those were good questions.